since we're being messy, I like there. You said yesterday you want to dent a lot of speculation, and a lot of people are running with all kinds of narratives, and being like, "Oh, people are saying Figmunity is the reason why all the shows got canceled." Other people are saying it's because of Whack 100. Like, what do you have to say about all these false narratives? Or
what's the funniest narrative?
How could Figmunity make me do anything? They can't even make their own shit happen. Like, I just don't understand how that could. How could they possibly take that as a W? It makes no sense. They're out here floundering. Trell has absolutely obliterated his own fucking fan base over the last couple months. I never seen anything like it. This motherfucker don't want to say anything because he know.
It's a little crazy.
He on the glazed couch and he still don't want to acknowledge it.
I haven't. No.
You got to speak on both sides.
It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
It's crazy.
With what specifically?
It's just like just what the content's going. It's just really dropped in the last 6 months, man.
Say with a little bit more conviction.
It came off hot. But it was not. It didn't hold up. He had the most potential leaving here. And just overall, I would say just like podcaster skill wise, but it's two things. It's two things. What it is.
Trell, he do his thing.
Trell,
cider.
You get to him really well.
Right.
You get to him really well. And
so easy.
Yeah, and I can understand why somebody like you wouldn't stop because I like trolling the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I know I can get up underneath your skin, I understand you keep poking. He keeps giving into it. You know what I'm saying? I think AD like kind of elevated past that shit. Like,
he's doing a better job. He doesn't get trolled as
he's not. You're not able to catch him. Yeah. But it's like the more you do it, you're directly influencing his actions, and he don't realize it.
I'm the puppet master. I got my hand up his ass.
Yeah. So it's like, when he does get up underneath his skin and he goes on a stream, he goes all the way every time.
And that's why it's funny that he's like gloating about the fact that No Jumper will be producing less content. It's actually a huge L for him because all of his most successful content is him commentating on No Jumper things.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have anything to say about an FBG Buddy interview that gets 1 million views in a month or two. You know, it's like that to him, that's kind of like worst case scenario is us moving away from the drama content because that's basically like the main thing that works on their channel. And I'm not even saying that's like exaggerated to be a dick or anything. That's just a fact. What are you saying?
No, I said you're in a mean. You're in a mean.
Yeah,
you should pick up a catchphrase like that and you all just say it over and over and over throughout every episode. That would probably work really great for you.
I'm honestly, no, I can't. I'm honestly about to start a shout out, like a shout out counter because it said so much. I'm trying to get the
shout out to some random thing.
Yeah,
the
it's like
I love that.
I almost want to do a counter just to see how often it happens in 2 hours.
Man,
it might be nasty. I think it's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to dogs with high top fades.
I had to
shit like that. Yeah.
I had to tell Gordy that early on. Like, hey, this isn't like a Grammy speech. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
right. Just thanking everybody.
We're not thanking everybody on the show.
Right.
Every time you can do that.
Your mama and God, nigga.
Yeah.
Keep it pushing. Keep it simple.
That's the other thing. Like that there's so many other people, and I know you can relate.
He's a fast learner too, though.
Yeah, Gordy's great, but this is something I feel like, unless you're a cab driver, what I think that like you could relate to when you have motion and No Jumper, right? And you wind up bringing your other people or like forming a show, a whole entire your independent ecosystem, your Brick Baby ecosystem is now low key eating off of and dependent off of your emotion over there. So when there's disruptions in the force, it affects a lot more people than just me. You know what I'm saying?
You saying you don't think Trell can ever evolve? Like
machine in motion, baby. We don't never.
He can evolve.
Anything is possible, but
evolve.
I will say that I had a lot of faith in him doing well as a podcaster around the time that he left, and I now have no concerns about that. Like that doesn't seem like there's any chance.
It's like true distaste you have for this nigga. Like
he's just an idiot. You know?
He's just damn. He's just stupid.
He's just a bum.
But
I have a lot of respect for the man of the house.
Goodness gracious.
I do think he's too mad to figure it out though. Like you ever been like lost somewhere and somebody try to give you direction, you're like, nigga, fuck advice.
Yeah.
Like, let me just be lost on my own.
But you want to know what it is that he felt like for a moment there that he was going to really be the star of the show because so many things in his life have like seemed like they were going to work and then it ultimately didn't end up working. And
I don't think it's been that bad.
Over and over and over with the Tiger thing, with the clothing store side of things, and then with the Backup Fig thing. So it's like privately, he is panicking because he knows that like losing this much momentum in a short period of time is like pretty unprecedented. But in the short run, he's just like
Wasn't a
acting
short
as
period
if
of time. It's been over a year.
right. But I mean, it really started to go bad like the last couple of months, and him
5 months,
silencing the
6
Reddit has
months.
been like unprecedented in terms of just like.
That was a misstep.
You
Where his mental
can't
space is.
spit in your fans' face to
Yeah, that was a
that
misstep.
extent and think that you're actually going to win in the long
You
run.
gotta let them feed off you. If
Off the
that's
court,
what
yeah.
if that's what's
That's
gonna
crazy.
happen, you gotta let them do that.
You
'Cause
can decide
the moment
that
you try to silence your audience,
You
shit,
accept
shit
it.
gets nasty.
you can
You
decide
shoulda
that there
let the
are
side tooth out, gang. You was winning. With
you
the
can
side
but
tooth.
okay, you can decide that there are certain narratives that are too toxic for you to allow within your community.
For sure,
But to
yeah.
completely silence your community is
Yeah.
so fucking dumb that it's
Yeah.
like I don't even want to say too much about it because
a dangerous game,
I want
though.
to see him go all in on it.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to like scold him too much for it, but it's pretty shocking from
It
my
is
perspective.
stupid.
You know,
You're stopping the current.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
So
all
what
it's
are
going to
they
do is drive
filtering
people
out?
to another platform that you don't have any control over, which
to
we've
the
seen.
people that's
I
new to
think-
Reddit.
I
I'm a
think that
BOF2
also,
reg.
like, with him, what I noticed is one of the biggest, most appealing things about Trell was that he was so nonchalant and was like, "Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck," and he would be able to laugh things off so well. So to see him actually
I don't see as much of that anymore.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But to
yeah.
see him
That's
get
why we
rattled.
enjoy- yeah.
But to me, that was the coolest thing about him. I was like, damn. That man, I remember he'd be sipping wine on the news, just turning up oranges in the chat.
This nigga put you in a
And
good
I was like- I was
mood.
like,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
yeah.
you know what
Where's that
somebody
energy?
re-upped the
Like,
other
that's
day?
the-
Somebody re-upped the old clips of like Sharp and AD arguing over San Diego being hard or not. And I'm watching the clips and Trell is like in that clip and his contribution in that podcast was like really good, really funny. He's like the lighthearted jester involved in the
Yeah.
conversation. And I have not felt that fucking energy watching a clip from that shit in so long. Like that motherfucker lost himself. And if he gets it back, then he could be successful. But
Maybe stop making fun of him.
I kind of doubt it. If he gets his swagger back, no, I'll be proud
honestly
of
a
him.
hard position for him to be
Stella
in, bro,
needs to
when
get
you
her
know
groove
you
back.
get under a nigga's skin. It's like
Yeah.
if I'm having a bad day, I'm making sure you have one too now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I get it.
I had to
get
go
it.
through such a serious rebrand to like condition the audience to realize that I do not give a fuck. It took so long because I clearly gave such a fuck and was so easy to rattle for so long that people were like, "Oh, I know how I could literally
Bro, you had a
shift the
roast.
momentum."
Bro, you had a roast, dog.
Yeah.
You literally had an exorcism in front
You
of
didn't
all of
even
us.
sign up
for it.
You're good forever. Like, you can ask him. When I was texting him, I said, bro, I mean, if we're going to do like this No Jumper News takeover thing, I vote for Lush.
Most definitely.
Yeah, well,
I don't
like,
even care that your shirt is missing a button.
It's missing a whole button.
He just missed the button.
I'm a whole ass Cali boy. You feel me? Like you got the flannel, the jeans and the chucks in the LA. Come on, man.
I like
it's
it.
a uniform.
Nah, I was
You
just
trying
saying
harder
it
than
was
Flacco.
cultish up here. It was
I'm,
like, yeah.
you know why? Because last night,
cocaine
what did Messi Marv say? I was playing with my nose
Hey,
last night. You
yeah,
feel me?
sitting on candy.
Yes, he playing with my nose.
Let's get back to your nose in 1 second. I just want to tell the fans out there that after we get done doing this podcast, approximately 2.5 hours, we are going to be doing a live stream, a separate live stream where we listen to music donations and read all the donations from the stream.
okay.
This is a stream that is not going to be archived on YouTube, so it'll just be in the moment, but we're going to be reading all the donations that come in during this, as well as playing songs, probably playing some of the shit that we fuck with as well. So shout out to everybody who's down to tune in afterwards for that. Yeah, we're going to probably take like a 5-minute break in between.